Good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of Dinner on a Dime. Today we're going to be making a very versatile taco salad. It's a great way to get all of the things that you love inside of your burrito or your taco, but you get a little extra veggies in by making it a salad. Don't let the name fool you. It can be really tasty, and there's lots of different varieties that you can make with a taco salad as well. So today we're going to be starting off with some lettuce. Now lettuce is going to be another great source of your vitamins and some folate for you. We're going to be using some corn, some black beans, as well as some olives. And then to season up our meat, we're going to be using turkey for our protein. We're going to use some garlic, onion, black pepper, and chili. And then instead of salt, we're going to use a nice taco seasoning packet because it's going to have a lot of sodium and some other flavors like cumin that'll be delicious. Now we also have some leftover rice here. We're going to make that into a Mexican-inspired rice by rehydrating it with some tomato sauce and some of our spices. For fat, we're going to be using cheese that'll help us keep us nice and full. And we're going to be using some fresh onion for some additional flavoring. Then we're going to be topping everything with our salsa and our sour cream and using some lovely tortilla chips to get it all down. So we'll get some of this stuff prepped and be right back with you. We're going to get some extra flavor for our meat and for our salad with some onion powder as well as fresh onions. You can cook them up with your meat to give a nice rich flavor, or you can just sprinkle them raw on top for a nice spicy crunch. Now onions do a lot of really great stuff for us in addition to adding flavor. The first thing that they can do is they have antioxidants. So when we're cutting our onions up, we're going to cut off this furry part here and we're going to cut off the end here. You want to be sure that you round your fingers when you're holding your knife so you can keep that blade away. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut off both sides. And then we're going to go ahead and peel off all of this skin on the outside. This papery stuff isn't especially tasty. So in your body there are these things called free radicals, and they're basically bouncing around, just doing damage to all of your cells. You can eat different fruits and vegetables and other whole foods that have what's called antioxidants, and they're kind of the superheroes that go in and neutralize those free radicals so they don't continue to do damage to your cells. And onions happen to have antioxidants in them. So after we peel the skin off, it'll be a little bit easier for you if you're not wearing gloves. You probably heard that saying, they had a lot of layers like an onion, or peel it like an onion. So you can kind of see here how the onion has a lot of layers, like a lot of other stuff in life, making it a pretty good analogy. Now you can notice the different ways that you cut up the onion. You might enjoy it more or less. Some people like big, chunky pieces of onion, and other people like really small, kind of squares of onion. Being sure that you're keeping your fingers away from that blade. We're going to go ahead and do really smaller diced onions today to help it blend in with the meat. So I like to keep turning it around so that way I'm getting kind of like a similar cut or similar shape. One of the reasons why it's important to get a similar shape when you're cooking is because that means it's going to cook at the same temperature. So you won't have some that are cooked one consistency and some that are cooked another. And there we've got our chopped up onions. So for protein today we decided to use turkey, which is a great alternative from other meats because it's got a very specific nutrient breakdown. The first thing that turkey is high in is going to be your B vitamins. B vitamins are really important for your energy levels as well as the function of your brain, and they help with your immune system as well. Turkey is also going to be really rich in minerals that are going to be important for your bones as well as your fluid balance, and kind of how your hydration and your metabolism works. So what we did is we covered the turkey in a taco seasoning packet as well as some chili, garlic, salt and pepper, and then we threw those antioxidant-rich onions in there as well. So when I'm seasoning, it's completely up to taste, but of course I like a little flavor. So I like to cover the protein alongside, that's probably enough, lightly all the way across. And then you can just kind of mix it all in. Now usually it takes a few minutes for the flavors to kind of melt together. So you want to give them some time and then try it and see what else needs to be added on in. Now what I'm trying to do here is keep continually pulling the meat off the bottom of the pan. What that's going to do is help it cook evenly, and it's also going to prevent the bottom from burning. Almost ready for our taco salads. So another great way to make your money last longer is to take one meal and make it into another meal the next day. So we got some leftover white rice, and today we're going to rehydrate that rice and make it feel like it's more Mexican or Spanish style to go along with your taco salad. Again, and as a money-saving tip, instead of using store-bought oil, you can also save your oil. It's got a lot of flavor and some healthy fat that's going to be great for your brain and your joints. So we're going to heat that fat up just a bit as we put our rice in. We're going to let the rice soak up all of that lovely flavor. And then I'm going to add some tomato sauce. Now tomato sauce is really bland on its own, so you really got to be sure that you flavor it up. If you're wanting it to be more of a Mexican feel, using those same spices like chili, paprika, cumin, garlic, onion, will give you some of those same flavors to help it kind of mesh together. So you can see that the rice is pretty hard right now, and that's because what happens is when it's out in the air, it dehydrates. So adding a little heat and a liquid is going to help it get softer. You could also throw carrots or corn, fresh garlic or fresh onion to add some more depth to your flavor and some more nutrients to your meal. So we'll go ahead and let this rice do its thing, and I'll show you what we come back at. So we went ahead and we added some of our tomato sauce along with our cooking oil from the turkey. Then we did onion, garlic, chili, salt, and pepper, and we came up with this delicious Mexican-inspired rice that we actually made from yesterday's leftovers. Now, when you're making rice, a lot of times cooking it the next day can actually give it a little more flavor, like with a lot of other foods too. Like I was saying before, you can add all sorts of veggies to make it kind of a pilaf. And your rice is going to be another great carbohydrate that's going to give your body the energy that it needs to get yourself from point A to point B. So today, after we make our lovely taco salad, you're going to be able to either cover it with or eat it with your tortilla chips. Now, tortilla chips can be deceivingly healthy. They're actually really high in calcium, copper, zinc, iron, and magnesium, which can be really great for your bone health as well as your cardiovascular health.
Rolling.
It's time for everybody's favorite portion of Dinner on a Dime, Derek's review. Today he's going to be reviewing our delicious taco salad with a side of last night's rice, inspired with some Mexican seasoning. Derek, let us know what you think. So Derek decided to get his taco salad with the works. So he's got his lettuce, his corn, his beans, his olives, his meat, his cheese, his sour cream, his salsa, and of course he crumbled up some chips on there on top to give him a nice little crunch. Will he like it?
Let's try it out.
Going right for the rice. Smart choice.
Well, there's another winner.
And there you go. We got the Derek stamp of approval. I hope you guys enjoy it too.